Who want one last trip to the long trail?
Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today I'm going to be talking about the Japanese fighting game Roundtable Publishers 3 once more. The first video I did was really like frantic. In that video, I really didn't share my thoughts on what could happen. I was kind of just explaining the facts, explaining what we know, what we don't know. But in this video, I kind of want to go more in detail and talk about some of the things we may hear, we should hear, and we should not hear from the developers. So when this got announced, a lot of people were wondering what is going to happen. You have SNK, Sega, Capcom, Bandai Namco, Arc System Works, and Akira. All of these developers are there. Now, what I want to talk about first, I want to talk about Capcom, because Capcom is kind of interesting because they just announced Street Fighter 6, and they said the next time they have more news is summer. The summer is not here yet, so what are they going to say here? Something that I've seen parts of the community talking about and maybe pointing to was the logo and the graphics. Now, for those of you who don't remember exactly what happened, the controversial logo for Street Fighter 6 bears similarities to an Adobe stock image. The creator of the stock image has told IGN they now want to sell the exclusive rights to Capcom. The community already did not like the logo, but when they seen that, everyone was like, yep, you need to change it, you need to do better, you need to give us something more flashy. Now, I like the logo. I think it gives a gritty feel, kind of like a UFC vibes. I like it, and I was also saying they should stick with the logo out of spite. Just to make all of those little haters and crybabies really upset, they should stick with the logo. But in this roundtable event, will they succumb to the pressure and change it? I think if they were going to change it, this would possibly be the best time to do it. You don't have to show any gameplay, you don't have to show any trailer, just say, hey, we heard you guys don't like the logo, and we took your feedback and we took your criticism and we came up with this new one. And they show it, boom, it's really nice, everyone can feel proud and pat themselves on the back because they felt like they accomplished something. If they were going to, now would be the time. If they don't do it at this roundtable event, they're probably not going to do it. Also, the next thing when you talk about Capcom, you have to talk about the graphics. The tweet here that really draws the comparison between the two generations, Street Fighter 6 is going to be the best looking fighting game to date. On the left, you have Street Fighter 5. On the right, you have Street Fighter 6. The thing that's important to remember here, this is not gameplay footage. So we don't actually know what the gameplay is going to look like. Some people were saying that they don't like the direction. I have two tweets. Should Street Fighter 6 have realistic character graphics, not specials, etc., just character visuals? 88% says no. Now, a more recent poll. Should Street Fighter 6 use 2.5 Arc System like graphics reminiscent of Third Strike? 93% says yes. The explanation I came up with as for why they would choose this more realistic approach, this more realistic graphics, is because of the casual market. The casual market, they kind of buy with their eyes. If it looks shiny, if it looks realistic, they buy. And that's why I think they did it. The FGC, we all have our favorite games, whether it's Mortal Kombat, Guilty Gear Strive, Blaze Blue. We all have our favorite games that we like, and regardless of what they do, we will continue to play it. Yes, we may be upset that this character is this and this is that, but at the end of the day, we're going to play it. Now, will they address those two things? Will they maybe show us some concept art? Maybe what Cammy look like? Will they show us a little bit more to get us sold on the graphics? And then the second thing, are they planning on changing the logo? That's two questions for Capcom. Now, let's talk about Bandai Namco. Let's talk about Tekken. Everyone has been waiting for a very long time for Tekken 8 to be announced. It's no secret that Tekken 7 is a very old game. It's no secret that this game is dying. It's not, well, see, this is the thing. It's dying, but it's not dying like a hard death. Everyone still loves the game. Everyone is still passionate about it. There's some people who still wants the season 5, but it's like the majority of the community wants the next generation of Tekken, the next version, the next step. We want to see what Tekken looks like running on a PlayStation 5, optimized. We want to see the next chapter in the story. If this truly is the end of the Mishima saga, what comes next? I see a lot of people saying that the Kazama saga. Is this the point where Jun Kazama returned? Right? There's a lot of questions and there's a lot of things people want to see, just excluding how old Tekken 7 is. So would they announce Tekken 8 here? Me personally, I say there's a chance. I think considering what Capcom did and how successful that was, at the end of their tournament, they announced Street Fighter 6. It was trending on YouTube for like a week. It was trending on, well, not even a week, like 2 weeks. It was trending on Twitter for like 2 weeks. What they did was successful. And I think if Tekken 8 does the same, it will be able to match that level of success. I have some comments here from you guys and also from Reddit. And this kind of just gives the community's input, and also it just shows how the community feels. I think how the community feels is very, very important. The first comment, this is actually about Capcom. We'll go back to that. It says, I just want the Capcom devs to say Street Fighter 6 logo will change or something. So you can see some people want the logo to change. But back to Tekken. 5 likes. This is on the video that I posted yesterday. Imagine Harada sitting quietly while everyone is talking about their game. And when someone asks him, he says, PC cheaters are annoying. Netcode is bad. I will not fix those issues, but buy Tekken 7. It's a really good game. So you can see there that the animosity towards the developers definitely exists. Yes, they have been trying to get rid of cheaters and get rid of hackers, but I think it all sort of blew up in their face. At the start of season 4, they really made it seem like they had everything under control. They made it seem like they completely fixed netcode, and they were talking about how they were going to start banning cheaters and taking action. But almost 2 years later, the community just has no faith in them, no faith, and it's kind of sad to see. I don't celebrate that fact that the community lost faith in them. I think it's just important to know. The next comment, this is from Reddit. It says, to be honest, I don't expect a Tekken 8 full announcement here. Maybe a Tekken 8 logo teaser, that's all. Maybe a free update announcement for Tekken 7, and that's it. I don't see a season 5 being revealed since we got a definitive edition back in November, but who knows? So the first part there, I definitely don't expect a full Tekken 8 announcement. If they do announce Tekken 8, I think it will be very similar to what Capcom did. Maybe they will show Jin, maybe they will show Kazuya. I doubt they'll put Jun Kazama in there, but I think they could show something super simple like that just to get people excited, just to let people know that it is coming. But also, I'm not expecting the full trailer with story and gameplay. I'm not expecting that. I still think the full reveal will happen at E3. Now, talking about season 5, honestly, I don't want season 5. I don't want it. I'm not happy for it. The only way I will be happy for season 5 if it has team battle, and if they nerf a bunch of characters, and also if they really fix the netcode. Those 3 things is the only things that can get me excited. I won't be excited for more new moves that are super OP. I won't be excited for more broken DLC characters. The stages is cool, but it's like at this point, just save all the fancy stage designs for Tekken 8. If you're not going to balance the game, and if you're not going to nerf characters, and if you're not going to fix the netcode, then I really don't want it. You know, just give me Tekken 8, save all the bright ideas for that, you know. Another comment, this is also from Reddit. It says, don't expect anything, you won't be disappointed. On that same post, another comment says, do yourself a favor and don't stay up. because all you're going to get is Tekken 7 is doing great. It sold X amount of copies, which is a huge accomplishment. We thank all of our players for this. Stay tuned for updates. See you guys soon. This is just another, and I know this part of the video is really negative, but it's like I'm just reading these because this shows where the community is at. We have been abandoned, we have been ghosted for literally months. The game has been plagued with problems for months, and you can see that. Here's the thing, when I first made that Japanese Roundtable Publishers video, I expected the community to be happy, to be celebrating. But as I was looking around, no one was happy. No one seemed to be celebrating. Everyone had either doubt, they weren't excited, or they just didn't care. And it is sad to see because Tekken 7 is the best selling and most successful Tekken game ever. So to see this very harsh transition into Tekken 8 taking place, you definitely can attribute some of that to Bandai Namco and Tekken developers and how they're communicating. I think they should learn from this and they should communicate. If season 4 truly is the last season, they should have said that. Once they put out the definitive editions, if they truly are done, if a season 5 is not coming, I think they could have said that and alleviated some of the pains and anguish the community's been feeling. I prefer a final season pass with old stages as DLC. I would have been excited for this, but if they were to bring back Moonlight Wilderness, the airport stage, the mall stage, I feel like now adding that stuff into Tekken 7 would be a mistake. It's better if they save that for Tekken 8 because those stages are so iconic, so incredibly iconic. And I think it would be a mistake to put it in Tekken 7 when a lot of people don't even play it anymore. They would have to do something major to get everyone invested back into Tekken 7. And it's like, at that point, is it even worth it if Tekken 8 is coming right after? If Tekken 8 will be here within 1 year time, is it worth getting everyone super invested back in Tekken 7? I don't think so. The next comment, the final comment, I'm not expecting Tekken 8 or the Season 5 at this date. I'm expecting the announce of Tekken Collection Online. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see what they have to say. If they show up there, Tekken and Capcom, and they say nothing about their current games or even the future games, I think they're going to have a big disaster on their hands. I'm praying Harada doesn't do that. I'm praying that he doesn't go up there and say nothing about Tekken 8 and he's only small talking about netcode, about cheaters, and about PC, right? Crossplay. I'm hoping it's more than that because at this point in time, it's been so long. Think about it. The last major update we got for Tekken 7 was at the end of Season 4. I believe it was like 2 months after Lita came out. They did a free update where they gave like hair and they gave like some other small items. But that was it. It's almost a year since that happened. And this moment is going to be make or break. The community is kind of fed up and they have to make sure they nail it. But I don't know, that's it. That's everything that I really have to say about this. I just wanted to put my thoughts more fleshed out because in that first video it was kind of just the facts and what's happening, what's not happening, and so on and so forth. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Like and subscribe. I will be covering this as it unfolds if there's more information. We still have not got any tweets from Harada, Michael Murray, Romanova, or Tekken Bandai. No tweets from anyone. So once they do tweet or say something, my guess maybe Thursday or Friday. That's usually when they say something. But then I will probably do a follow-up video then. But until then, see you next time. Bye bye.